Have you ever wondered what the very first word spoken by a human was? It's a mind-bending question, isn't it? When did our ancestors stop just grunting and pointing, and start, well, talking? Today, we're diving deep into one of the greatest mysteries of human evolution, the moment we learned to speak. The journey to language wasn't a single aha moment. It was a slow, gradual evolution over hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of years. Let's travel back in time. Meet our distant relative, Australopithecus, who lived around 3 million years ago. Their brain was only slightly larger than a chimpanzee's, and their vocal tract wasn't built for complex sounds. They likely communicated like modern apes do through gestures, body language, and a limited range of vocal calls. Think hoots, grunts, and shrieks to signal danger, food, or social status. It was effective, but it wasn't language. So, what had to change? First, our brains. Around 2 million years ago, a new player entered the scene. Homo habilis, the handyman. Their brains were significantly larger, especially in two key areas, Broca's area and Wernicke's area. In modern humans, Broca's area is crucial for producing speech, and Wernicke's area is for understanding it. While we can't know for sure, the expansion of these regions in Homo habilis suggests that neurological wiring for language was starting to form. They were making sophisticated stone tools, which required complex planning and possibly more complex communication to teach those skills. Maybe the first words were simple instructions, tied to actions. Next up, we need the right hardware. I'm talking about our vocal anatomy. Unlike apes, humans have a descended larynx, or voice box. It sits lower in our throat. This, combined with the unique shape of our tongue and lips, creates a vocal chamber that can produce a vast range of distinct sounds. The vowels and consonants that are the building blocks of every language on Earth. This change was a huge evolutionary trade-off. A lower larynx makes us much more likely to choke on our food. So, for it to have evolved and stuck around, the advantage it gave us, speech must have been incredibly powerful. When did this anatomical change happen? It's a hot debate. Some scientists point to Homo erectus, who lived from about 2 million to 100,000 years ago. They had larger brains and spread out of Africa, which would have required incredible cooperation. Others argue the modern human vocal tract didn't fully form until the arrival of our own species, Homo sapiens, around 300,000 years ago. Fossils of the hyoid bone, a small U-shaped bone in the neck that supports the tongue, provide some clues. Hyoid bones from Neanderthals, our close cousins, look remarkably similar to our own, suggesting they too could have spoken. So we have the brain and we have the vocal tools. But what was the spark? Why did we start talking? There are a bunch of fascinating theories. One is the gossip theory. As our social groups got larger and more complex, keeping track of who's who, who's a friend, and who's a cheat, became a full-time job. Language, especially gossip, is a super-efficient way to share social information and build alliances. It's like social grooming, but you can do it with multiple people at once and from a distance. Another idea is the tool-making theory. Teaching someone how to knap a flint hand axe just by showing them is hard. But if you can say, "No, hit it here, at this angle," the process becomes 1,000 times easier. Language allows for the precise transfer of complex knowledge across generations, driving technological progress. Then there's the cooperative hunting theory. Imagine trying to coordinate a group to take down a mammoth. Pointing and grunting might get you part of the way, but being able to say, "You circle around from the left, I'll drive it towards the cliff," is a game changer. Language allows for intricate planning and teamwork, which would have been a massive survival advantage. Perhaps it was all of these things combined. Bunja language wasn't born for a single purpose. It was the ultimate multi-purpose tool. It let us share stories, create myths, build cultures, and form identities. It allowed us to think about the past and plan for the future. To ask, what if? It literally changed the way our brains are wired, creating a feedback loop. As language got more complex, our brains evolved to handle it, which in turn allowed for even more complex language. So, what about that first word? We'll probably never know. It might have been a name for a specific predator, a particular type of plant, or maybe just look, or ouch. What we do know is that it wasn't a single word spoken in a vacuum. It was the beginning of a system. The real magic isn't the first word, but the first time two words were combined to create a new meaning, the birth of syntax. Lion is useful. Lion close is life-saving. That leap from single calls to structured sentences was the true dawn of language. From these humble beginnings, an incredible diversity of languages blossomed. Today, there are over 7,000 distinct languages spoken around the world, each a unique testament to human creativity and history. Every time we talk, text, or tweet, we are using the most powerful tool ever invented by our species. It's a tool forged in the deep past by millions of years of evolution, social pressures, and the sheer human need to connect and share what's on our minds. The ability to turn mere breath into meaning is what truly makes us human. So the next time you have a chat with a friend, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey it took for you to be able to do that. It's a journey that started millions of years ago, with a change in the brain, a drop in the ranks, and an ancient ancestor who had something to say, and, for the very first time, found the words, "Thanks so much for watching." What do you think was the driving force behind language? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration. See you next time.